Ik ben Deborah. Vandaag ga ik me weer laten knippen door Theo. En vandaag ga ik van een asymmetrisch kapsel naar een symmetrisch kapsel.
Okay, Deborah. So you want a symmetrical hairstyle?
Yes.
So the side of the asymmetrical line is coming up.
Yes.
And you don't want ultra short hair?
No.
That we do in the summer or something like that?
Next year.
Okay. When we go to New York.
Yeah.
Will you turn for you and the rest of the world to show what you have now?
Yes.
Okay. And we will color your hair.
The same color.
Same color. Beautiful red.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ik wou altijd dat ik deze kant mooier vond van mezelf dan die kant. Zo dat korte haar.
Het is allebei is mooi. Het is alle kanten mooi. Hello friends on YouTube. Greetings from Holland. Gonna do her hair. What she just told you. Of course I need some protection. We'll make a symmetric hairstyle. It will be short in the back, but not clipper short. It will be very feminine. Of course I start with protection and then I'm going to wet the hair. During the wetting I look what her hair does, where it goes. Look at the lines falling. And I start by taking off the longer lines. With short one day. I use from Lanza cutting cream. This makes cutting of the hair a lot easier. Gives it a little bit condition. And I will work with a hot knife at the sides. Look at the lines. I can see this is from the other side. This is the asymmetrical line because this was connected to the back. Now it lays to the other side because that I connect because when she goes swimming it connects still when it comes to this way. This is the line she has. Of course I get to clean this line, but you see that I used the eyebrow line the last time I cut her hair over the skull bone. Use the skull as a guide to give me a lot of volume, and the same I do on the other side. So now I'm going to start on the longer side. It's a lot longer. There I'm going to copy the same line, so I take the hair over the same line as the eyebrow line, lay it to the back, put all the longer hair on top, and I start with this line. Again, use the skull as a guide. Pulling the hair to the front, comb it straight out of the skin, and copy the line of the eyebrow line. Leave a little bit length on the ear. Take the hair from behind the ear, connect it on the line I just cut. The nice thing about working with a hot knife is that it works very gently for the hair. Lay the hair over the rounding, go in softly, and in the same speed I cut her hair, I bend it to the center of the skull. Take a new layer on it. First I take the line at the front, again lay it on the ear, then take the hair to the front and cut it in a nice connecting line to the line I previously cut. With the tip of my knife I make it a little bit more playable, and she has very thick hair, so then I thin it out a little bit. Now I just concentrate on the part behind the ear, so lay the front apart. Take her up in a straight line with the tip of my knife. Just cut it in a playable line. The upper hair may be playable afterwards. And it reduces the thickness of the hair. The thickening is the wire that you hear. I cannot do anything about it. Coming to my last line of the longer hair on top. Stay working to the front. Cut it playable with the tip of my knife. And bend it in the rounding. Again, take it to the front. And I'm still working in the eyebrow lines, because when I take it with my comb up this way and I put my knife in, I'm still working in the holding and the line of her eyebrows. And there's still also the same line as I get on the back. It copies in the skull lines, so I always be in line with her hairstyle and with her skull. Coming to the front. Now I work in a straight line, so I part it in a straight line over the skull. Put the hair aside, wet it a bit, because that makes working with a knife a lot easier. Pull it to the front, so I copy the nose lines into my hairstyle, because all the lines of the skull connect to each other. And make again a playable line in it, so no hard lines in this hairstyle. That makes it more feminine, because when you have harder lines it makes it more boyish. Take a new line on it, again lay it on her head, watch to the lines of the nose line, and copy this to the front. Then travel back, just with the tip of my knife, make lovely playable. And watch if there's even hair left, just a little bit. Of course I also have to cut this, never leave hair behind. Go to the front, work to the sides. And now I've cut the half of her head, so the longer part is off. Just minor corrections to the line. And that I do a little bit quick, because I love to work in high speed. It makes for me more passion into the hairstyle, so I never work slow. The only time I work slow is when I make YouTube videos. I'm a power beast. And when it lays to sides, you see how lovely soft the lines are. So now I go to all the lines she has on the other side. Coming to the other side, first part me a baseline. That I'm going to work on. Till in the front. With my tip of my knife, I do the same as I did on the other side. Just gently go in, work in the lines, lay the hair to the front, bend over, watch again at the nose lines. And she has a little bit of cold. I hope I don't get it. I don't get it.
Goeie weerstand.
I'm immune. Ik heb heel veel natuurlijk, ik ben ook heel veel in aanraking met mensen.
Yeah.
Okay, lay the hair on it and just playable. Connect it to the front. I work this way because I make all the movements of the hair on the back of the hair. So when I pull it to the front and I work on this side of the hair, it lays beneath the hair when it goes to the back. So that's the nice thing about working this way. It never sticks out because the longer hair lays on her skull now and not on top of it. This is the back side of her haircut. So when I lay it back, you see that I get some volume in it. We also get some playability in it and a lot of movement in the hairstyle. Een mooie kuif maken nou.
Ja.
Dat is ook leuk. Hair away. Now I'm coming behind the ear. This I work out to the front. Just softly go in. Shorten it on the ear line with the tip of my knife. I make it ultra soft on the connection to the skin. With the tip of my knife I just make some air into the hair on the ear line. Take a new line on. And softly work to the center of the skull. This I'll show you in a minute. Last part of the old lines. Again, put it to the front and make some playable effect in it, just with the tip of my knife. This makes it a lot easier to work with it. And now coming to the center. The center line. Take the hair over and just work on the straight line of the center line. The right side I take to the left side and the left side I take to the right side. Soften the neckline. This I do only with the tip of my knife again. I don't want a hard neckline, I want gently, softly, feminine, beautiful neckline. The last time I made a hard line in it, but I do with this style, I don't do it. Then I go to the other side, on the same line, I work effect into it with the tip of my knife. Go a little bit higher. Take the right side up to the left side. Lay the hair in the line of the skull so it flows. The same I do to the other side. Bend it over. Work it in and lay it on the line of the skull. So you see this hair is leaning on the skull bone. That gives a lot of volume. On top of her head. Takes her up. Just softly point it a little bit. Not too much. It may hold some length. Not too much. And the length on top is about 8 centimeters to 9, not more than that. It's about 3 inches. We will color it in a new red color. It's similar to this hair color. What made the sides again a little bit darker, so we get more shape into the hairstyle. I will work with Lakme colors. And of course it's a red, orange, brown. But I'll tell you when the color is on my hair. This is a new hairstyle for so far. Okay, I put her protection on. Of course I need my own protection, otherwise I would get very dirty hands. I don't want that. And I made her a collar. It's 749 of Lakme Collage. I gave it also in the plus lines a 659 plus, and on the beneath lines I will put a 300 in. I made it with 20 volume, 6%. Start applying on top. Work my first line to the back. And then I work from the left to the right and from the right to the left side. I put in a deep conditioner. This makes the color a lot creamier. Nice thing about it is it don't smell. It's nice working with Lakme colors. And Lakme is coming from Barcelona, so it's a Spanish product. And that you can also see because all the Italian colors are in 100 ml tubes and this is just 50 ml tubes. So it's a little bit smaller than the Italian ones. Applying to the rest over of the color at 300, it's a natural color. This will darken the color of course. I mix it just into my rest colors so it stays in line with the rest. I mostly do this way and it always turns out right. It's also a way to show that your hair is done by a hairdresser and not by the sellers, because when they go to a shop and buy a color they only have one color, and when you apply a color to it you know it must be a hairdresser who did it, otherwise it wouldn't be there. They never take 2 packages of color. This I bring on the lines and then I comb it into the longer hair on top. So I don't have a hard line, just a soft one. I will comb it into the upper hair so I get a nice soft flowing line. Not too hard. Do the same on the other side. Now I close my plastic foil. We'll give it some heat. It's ready in about 20 minutes. Rinse it out. And then we're back to show you the end result. Of course, set the horse. Here we're back from coloring. You see that's this a nice brown copper tone with dark underlines. First we're going to make it in a soft hairstyle, and afterwards I will work it up like a rockabilly hairstyle. What I've used is new from Lanza. It's hair plumber, and it's a wonderful product. I'm working all day with it. It's nice on thin hair, it's nice on strong hair. It's a wonderful new product, I love it. First make a soft hairstyle. You gently work the hair up, give it a slight volume and hold it in a soft line. Prachtig doen.
Ja, dat geloof ik
De
best.
zon zou schijnen dan...
Ja, jammer dat het nu donker is.
Ja, ja. Het is wel leuk hè, kleuren van jaren.
Ja. Ze zeiden altijd, ja, het werkt verslavend, maar nu snap ik.
Ja, dat werkt zeker verslavend. En hier een klein beetje.
Eerst had ik zoiets van, nou, ik ga nooit mijn haar verven.
Ja, maar ja, dat moet je niet zeggen. Je moet nooit iets zeggen dat je nooit iets doet. Want weet je leven duurt nog zo lang. Je moet er zoveel doen. Work all the hair to the front. So this gives a slight down hairstyle because I made the thinning techniques on the back. So that's why when I work it to the front, the hair will stay a little bit more down. When I work the hair up, it gives more volume. But I'll show you after this hair. The nice thing about playing with the hair like this now is that you can play with the shapes of it. Follow the lines, the natural lines. See how wonderful the color is, close. It's very feminine, even though it looks like Justin Bieber. But maybe Justin Bieber is also a little bit feminine, although I saw a photo of him when he was naked, and it's not really a girl. I can tell you it's a boy. Well, I mostly find this a little bit French hairstyles, because the short French hairstyles are mostly very sophisticated, very feminine, soft lines, very natural, a little bit chic. But that is a wonderful thing to have in contrast what we're going to do after this. First make photos of this hairstyle and then restyle it.
Daar verheug ik me op.
Yeah?
Daar verheug ik me op.
Yeah, of the restyle.
Ja.
She loves to have the restyle. I love this also. You can see how soft the lines are. I don't put any gels in it because this makes it difficult to restyle it. Show you this one. Ooh, alright my love, you may show this to the world. And your beautiful eyes plop out like hell. Do you like to restyle it?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's bring in rock and roll. Start with the restyle. Of course I need a cape. Never work without it.
Beautiful pink cape.
Yeah. Wet it a little bit. It's also a nice thing about good products, you can restyle them. Put in a little bit more of the spray. To plumper. Thanks to Lanza. Now I'm going to work this hairstyle into some rock and roll hairstyle. So start on the center line, lifting it up, bend it a bit and freeze it. And it will make a lot of volume at the top. Easy does it in this hairstyle. Zie je ook mooi glanst, hè?
Ja.
For sofa blow drying. Yeah. And now use the other product of line between Lanza is pomade. This of course I need because this is what it is. It is what it is. You want a rocky feeling, you get a rocky feeling. Don't use too much of it. Just gently bring it in. On the sides you use a little bit more.
Oh, dat ruikt lekker.
Mm-hmm.
Dit ruik ik wel.
She smells it even with her cold.
Ja.
It is immense feeling there is on the product, but it's a wonderful product. Use a little bit more. Always get the bottle, there's nothing left over. So it's a little bit less in it. Of course you do this also with a little bit hairspray. But I also love the playability of it. The more playable it is, the nicer it is. Pom 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 pom. Chic hè, zo'n kapsel hè.
Echt heel erg vet.
Stay in the line of Lanza. We use a hard spray. Fixation 10. Should it last all night. This wonderful rock and roll hairstyle. Een andere kapsel hè?
Super vet.
Ja, dat is echt leuk. Hoe spannend vind je het?
Ja. Oh.
Okay my love, you may show this hairstyle to the world. I think it rocks and it suits you. Thank you for modeling today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.